The emergence of Mesopotamian civilization. The Mesopotamian civilization is one of the oldest civilizations in the world, emerging around 3500 BCE. It was located in what is now modern-day Iraq. The term Mesopotamia is derived from Greek, meaning land between rivers, referring to the area between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Mesopotamia was situated in the region known as the Fertile Crescent, which was highly fertile due to the water provided by these rivers, fostering agricultural development, a key foundation for the growth of civilization. The rise of civilization. Mesopotamian civilization can be divided into several sub-civilizations, including 1. Sumerians, the first civilization in Mesopotamia. They established city-states such as Ur and Uruk and are credited with the invention of cuneiform writing, the world's earliest known writing system. 2. Akkadians, the Akkadian Empire arose from the unification of Sumerian city-states under King Sargon, becoming the first empire to consolidate various territories in Mesopotamia. 3. Babylonians, known for King Hammurabi, who created the Code of Hammurabi, the first written legal code in history. 4. Assyrians, a militaristic civilization that expanded its empire, establishing Nineveh as its capital and gaining prominence through its military prowess. 5. Neo-Babylonians, notable during the reign of King Nebuchadnezzar, who built the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Importance of Mesopotamian civilization. Agriculture. Mesopotamia was an agricultural hub, using irrigation systems to bring water from the rivers to their fields. Writing. The invention of cuneiform allowed Mesopotamians to record trade, laws, and religious stories. Law. The Code of Hammurabi established written legal standards for regulating society. Trade. Mesopotamia served as a trading hub between Asia and Africa. Religion. Polytheistic. Mesopotamians built large temples, known as ziggurats, to worship their gods. Mesopotamian civilization had a profound impact on the development of governance, law, and writing, forming the foundation of modern civilization. Additionally, they made significant advances in science and technology, such as mathematics. Mesopotamians developed the sexagesimal, base 60, system, which is the basis for dividing time into 60 seconds per minute and 60 minutes per hour. They also used a system of numerals for trade and agriculture. Astronomy. They created lunar calendars and studied the planets and stars, accurately predicting astronomical events like solar and lunar eclipses. Architecture. The construction of ziggurats, which were terraced temples dedicated to their gods, represents one of the greatest architectural achievements of Mesopotamia. Art and culture. Art. Mesopotamian art often reflected religious beliefs and daily life. Sculptures and carvings frequently depicted gods, kings, and significant events such as military victories and celebrations. Literature. Mesopotamians produced important literary works, such as the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest surviving pieces of literature in the world. It tells the story of King Gilgamesh and his quest for immortality, exploring philosophical questions about life and death. Religion and beliefs. Gods and rituals. Mesopotamian religion was diverse, with many gods, including Anu, god of the sky, Enlil, god of wind, and Enki, god of water and wisdom. Religious ceremonies were often held in ziggurats, which were central to both religious and political life. Afterlife. Unlike other civilizations, Mesopotamians believed that the afterlife was a dark and frightening underworld. This belief fueled their quest for immortality. The fall of civilization. The Mesopotamian civilization faced numerous political challenges and invasions by external tribes such as the Persians, Greeks, and Romans. Eventually, the Mesopotamian Empire collapsed around 500 BCE. However, their cultural, scientific, and legal legacies continued to influence later civilizations worldwide. Irrigation and agriculture. Irrigation system. One of the key achievements of the Mesopotamians was the creation of an efficient irrigation system. They used canals and dams to control water from the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, allowing them to store water during the rainy season and release it during the dry season. This water management enabled year-round cultivation of crops, making agriculture the foundation of their economy and the development of their civilization. Crops and livestock. Mesopotamians cultivated various crops, such as barley, wheat, and legumes. They also raised livestock, including cattle, sheep, and goats, which provided food, textiles, and trade goods. Law and governance. The Code of Hammurabi, one of the most comprehensive and oldest legal systems ever recorded, created by King Hammurabi of Babylon around 1754 BCE. This legal code covered areas such as commerce, family law, debt, and punishment, following the principle of an eye for an eye, or proportional punishment. Centralized governance. Mesopotamia employed a centralized governance system, with the king at the center of both political and religious authority. The king had supreme power over law and governance, and the administration used bureaucrats to manage trade and resource allocation. Language and communication. Cuneiform writing. Cuneiform was the writing system invented by the Sumerians and later developed by the Akkadians and Babylonians. This form of writing was inscribed on clay tablets using triangular styluses to create wedge-shaped symbols. It was used for recording various kinds of information, such as trade, laws, religion, and history. Language. Mesopotamians spoke various languages, including Sumerian and Akkadian, with the latter becoming the dominant language in the region. Trade and economy. Regional trade. Mesopotamia was a central trading hub due to its location connecting Asia and Europe. The Mesopotamians traded with distant lands, including Egypt, India, and the Arabian Peninsula. Important trade goods included wheat, barley, textiles, pottery, copper, and gold. Currency. Mesopotamians pioneered the use of currency in trade, often using metals such as gold and silver instead of bartering goods, which made their economic system more flexible. Education and learning. Education. Education was highly valued in Mesopotamia, particularly the skill of writing cuneiform. Boys from wealthy families were often educated in schools known as adaba, where they learned writing, mathematics, and astronomy. Libraries. Mesopotamians collected and stored records and inscriptions in libraries, such as the famous library in Nineveh, Assyria, which housed clay tablets containing vast amounts of information and stories. Warfare and defense. Military strategy. Some Mesopotamian empires, such as Assyria, were highly skilled in warfare. They utilized war chariots, bows, and advanced iron weapons in battle. The Assyrian military was key to the empire's expansion. Fortifications and city walls. Mesopotamian cities often had high walls and fortifications to defend against invaders. Nineveh, the Assyrian capital, had one of the strongest defensive systems of its time. Art and sculpture. Stone carving. Mesopotamians were adept at stone carving, using their skills to depict historical and religious narratives. These carvings often portrayed kings in processions or gods revered by the people. Pottery and painting. Pottery was another refined art form, with intricate designs reflecting daily life, trade, and religious rituals. Mesopotamian pottery showcased the society's advanced craftsmanship. Conclusion. The Mesopotamian civilization was diverse and advanced in numerous fields, making the region a cradle of innovations that were crucial to the development of later societies.